If you signed up to the Arc Raiders newsletter, you would have noticed this. The Riven field observation, 1806. And yes, this is our first teaser for the new map coming at the end of April. Pretty exciting. We've got a little bit of a note and then a couple images to look at. And then we've got some other little bits to jump into. I've been scouring the internet to try and figure out everything we can about this new map coming. So this says, Riven field observation 001. I guess they're going to sort of tease little snippets of the map through this method. I don't know when they're going to post this on socials, but yeah, this is from their email, so directly from Embark. It says, time 1806, location hotel front/interior. Grid ref marked. Reporting scout, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars. Don't know if that could mean anything at all. No idea. It says, Panorama Azuro. Shani was right. The old resort is still standing. You can still find the disco posters on the walls. I want to do a full sweep, but I'm not sure the stairs won't crumble underneath me. Now, no idea if there's any gameplay kind of elements in this, or it's just a bit of lore building. I assume it's just a bit of lore building for one of the new locations on the new map, the Panorama Azuro Hotel. Action, marking the coordinates and pulling back to the tennis courts. So maybe we're getting a tennis court and we're also getting an old resort. So this is going to be, we already know this, it's going to be a beach map. And we can look at where it's going to appear on the actual map in-game. There's already a teaser in-game for that. So we're getting a beach map. It seems to be some kind of resort town, which is pretty cool. And if we take a little look here, this is the first little snippet of what the map will look like. And if we zoom in, we can take a closer look. So this is the Exodus Hotel. The Exodus is the stage where the Ark creators, I suppose, or the humans went to space, right? So the Exodus Hotel, I wonder how that ties into Arc Raiders lore. Maybe it's a hotel that people stay in before traveling into space. Maybe it's not just a typical sort of hotel that you'd stay at just to have a nice holiday. But then again, there is a resort there and a tennis court, so interesting. And then we got sort of one image here that says interior wrecked. So whatever happened inside caused everything to just break apart. It's in ruin. This is not some nice fancy place anymore. Obviously, after the Ark attacked, I suppose it's caused this place to go into ruin. And the Ark Raiders that have first stumbled across this are quite surprised to see that it's still standing. Now, if we jump in game a little second, we can actually see some more little teasers. There's been here for quite a little while. So if we zoom in on the corner here, we're going to see some details. So the map is just down here. And you can actually see just a little making of some kind of beach environment. And we got another thing, right? We just saw the hotel. Right? So it seems like someone's been sent there to go and find this. And that email that we just read is whoever has been sent out has confirmed that it is still there. So that is really, really interesting. We could take a little bit of a better look if we just zoom in even further to this. It says, hotel is beachfront, question mark, question mark, question mark. So yes, the Panorama Azuro Hotel will be a beachfront hotel. It's a resort map, and there's some tennis court there. That's all we know for like the world building and what kind of elements we could expect to see in the map. And we'll go over some more little concept pieces next. But first, let's take a closer look at the details inside here. So we can see some more details. It's here. There's a sort of note pointing to the location, so I guess that's where the hotel is. And then we've got some other text here. It's kind of hard to read out. This is some Italian that we can't really see. And there's some more points leading out here that are sort of teasing more bits and pieces. And then there's a hotel do not disturb sign. So it's all teasing the hotel, which I assume is going to be a very big part of this new map, right? A big POI. And then that there looks like a room key from my understanding. So this whole thing is just teasing the hotel. I'm sure the map is going to be more than just a hotel. Or is it? Maybe it's just going to be like a large, sprawling hotel map. But I think there could be a lot more that they could do with it. And my theory there leads us back, actually, to the roadmap, which has been quite a nice source of sort of, teasers. Because if we go to the roadmap here, right, and we zoom into this image, actually, I got it in another tab here, we can see how all of the roadmap images have always teased something. Right, Headwinds was the Bird City event, and we saw sort of the Bird City in the background, right? It was a bit of a tease. And then we had Shrouded Sky, which is the hurricane map condition, and we can see the hurricane in the background of that image there, just about. And then we get Flashpoint, which was a tease for the whole sort of radar lore, right? The ARC scanners were picking up some threat that they hadn't recognized, and it was a flashpoint in terms of ARC attacks. And we got the Vaporizer map condition, right? So all of these little images actually tease what's been coming. And then we've got the Riven Tides update. And we can see here that there is definitely a beach, right? It's a beach outside. So I don't think the hotel will be the only part of the map. This isn't going to be some indoor map. And even the icon really suggests some kind of beach here. So I think we're getting a beachfront map. The hotel will play a large part as one of the major map areas. And it may even have a large indoor area as part of the map. No idea how big the map is going to be. I think the devs were talking that they've got 2 maps in development. One is going to be a sort of smaller map, and one is going to be a larger map. No idea if Riven Tides will be either or. If it's a smaller map, then I assume what they might do is they will have a small beachfront area and then a large sprawling indoor area with the hotel. And the hotel will play a large gameplay element. Kind of how, you got Blue Gate, but you've got the whole underground area. Imagine it's like that. You got the beachfront, but you've also got the hotel. That's my thinking here. If it's a larger map, then the hotel might just simply be one of the POIs on the map, which could be pretty cool. Either way, quite an exciting opportunity for some contrasting gameplay here. Now, if you know anything about game development, you know all this stuff obviously takes a long time to develop, and a lot of concept pieces will come together to make a final product. So I want to bring us back to a really old Embark dev video to give us some ideas of what the map may end up looking like. So you can see here quite a sort of beachfront situation going on, and we've got this sort of rusted structure in the background, right? Now check this out. What we're looking at here is a video posted Embark Landscape Creation, Darko Prashik, GDC Hive 2023. So this is really early on in development. This was following Embark Studios as they discussed the creation of creating landscapes for UE5 using Houdini. Now, they actually posted something else recently. This same channel posted game character pipelines at Embark, freedom through structure, just a few days ago. So this is, a software suite or something that the Embark team have been using, and you can see a little bit more details on what it is here. So they've been posting on this channel throughout the years, occasionally showing Embark's use of this tool. So this can be a nice little look at what some of the concept art for a desert sort of, a beachfront sort of map could look like. And this certainly does match some of the sort of artwork that we've seen in that teaser, right? So this is very early stuff, but it can give us a bit of an idea of what the art direction may be for this map. This is not the map, okay? I want to say this right now. This was like 3 years ago at this point, but this is some concept work for what the map may end up being now, right? We've got the same sort of environment, the same sort of rusty structures, and we're going to play this now. So you can see here, we've got very sort of similar, and that was really it in terms of this landscape here. We've got a very similar looking environment. So if we can think about how this might play out gameplay-wise, we've got these large sort of beach dunes. Hold up, let's just get back to it again here a second after this clip. So obviously this was just a look at the development process they used to create these landscapes, but it does give us a nice little idea of how things first were created. And this is really the one we want to pay attention to here. These sort of beachfront, we've got these sand dunes, we've got these weird structures that could create for some interesting POIs, you've got some verticality. That might just be the direction they want to go with for this map. And then you've got some sort of clustered locations and POIs strewn together as well. This could be our first look at Riven Tides, and I'm sure the devs will continue to tease this map as time goes on. So keep an eye on your email inboxes if you signed up to the newsletter. I don't know why they're teasing it through there. I'm sure more will be posted on their socials. Maybe this went out a bit early. I don't know. So I wanted to kind of comment on this. What do you think about this new map? Looks pretty interesting. And once again, here's a look at those images again. So we've got the Exodus Hotel, the Panorama Azzurro. This is the entrance. And then the inside, which does have one of the androids. What do you think of this? First look at the new map. Excited? Let me know, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio.